It is busy out here on the little old East Parker Road. I'm trying to get out and go over to Jamie Griffin's dad's house. Jamie Griffin's dad is one of the best farmers. He has a nice little farm, and he gets more yield off of it, of vegetables and stuff, than anybody I know. And so anytime I try to learn stuff about growing vegetables, I go ask Dennis first. That's Dennis Griffin. I cannot even get out of here. This is too freaking busy. Just cars. I gotta jump in here in a second. Hang on, folks. Hopefully not kill somebody else from me. So I've got 2 plastic bags here. I'm gonna fill one up with collard greens and one up with kale, because he's getting ready to kind of end his winter garden. He's afraid bugs and stuff will get into it, which it will. Here, this is like the 8th of March. By the middle of March, there'll start being bugs in the kale and in the collards. But man, I'm gonna get us a big mess of collards because Nikki can cook them great. It is just an awesome day in western North Carolina, Burke County. Coming by the health department over here. Pretty soon I'll be turning out on another little crossing road that goes over to Bethel Church Road. So I thought it would be fun after picking my mess of collards and greens and stuff, kale, if I fly over his property. So I'm gonna ask Dennis if it's okay to take my Mavic Pro and fly around a little bit there on his property and show his garden. That'd be kind of fun. Horses. So this is Dennis's growing area. He's got a bunch of daffodils over there, and now it looks like he's worked the soil up to get it ready for his summer garden. So here are collard greens and kale growing nice and tight. Man, that is looking good. Doesn't look like it's buggy at all right now. Man, this is going to be fantastic. So I think I got some little peach trees or something going over there. Quite a nice little area that Dennis has here. I didn't get piggish about it, but it's pretty cool. There's a pretty good sized bag of kale there. Probably about 5 or 6 pounds of kale. Good grief, probably 15 pounds of collards in there. Fantastic. I hope I'm gonna fix some collards tonight for dinner. It's gonna be great. Let's see if we can fly around a little bit. I'll ask Dennis if he minds if I fly here. I'm going to do a wee little talk about this little cool tool that Nikki got me, or somebody got me this back for Christmas. I think Nikki got this, or maybe some friend of ours. So this is the thing that strips the leaves off of collards. And see all these are the stems and stuff here that have been taken off. And this thing works like a gem. So it's a wad of collards, man. So I'm individually washing each leaf. Then I'm running them through this, and I'll show you how it works. So I've already washed those leaves. You see, you just kind of find the hole that looks like it's about this right size. You just put that in there and do that. And there you go. Nice stemless collard. Because these things are just, I know they're probably good for you to eat, but man, they're just rough. You don't want to eat that kind of mess. Some of these, I'm not gone these real small little holes on some of these. Some of them it might not even be worth it to do it. I don't know. Like there's not so much stem in that one, I should even have worried about it probably. But some of these other ones here like that, definitely. And usually I break them off there so I know. Sometimes these collards are so old that they've been going so all winter long, so that's a pretty substantial stem. But look at that. Pretty excellent. And all Nikki will have to do tomorrow when she cooks these is just throw all that on a big cutting board, wad it up in her hand, and then slice it up. Or I'll do it, one or the other. And we're going to put them all in like big plastic bags. So I got to work through all this tonight. I really do like to cut these collards with a ceramic knife, which this thing just never seems to get dull. I love this. We bought it in Concord or someplace. You can actually put them in a collar like this. You can grab them all off in a big wad like that right there. And this is me. Nikki does this totally different. I do this a lot. And be careful, don't get your fingers in the way. We fry these up in olive oil, salt and pepper. Nikki uses there's a certain kind of green seasoning that she'll use, but man, that right there's what it looks like. It makes a good mess of collards. Can cook up and easy to eat that way. Pick up nice in your fork. Sometimes I cook these with rice in my rice cooker too. Just cook them up with a bunch of rice and some nice bouillon type flavorings or something, some Cajun seasoning. That's a pretty good mess of collards. So there you see what we end up with. I'll be putting those in bags and getting the air all out of them. I'll probably out of this that I got from Dennis get about 3 loads like this. And honestly, that'll really make about 3 meals because they cook down to almost nothing when you start cooking them. But there you go. That's what it looks like. My pug is telling me she wants food by scooting her bowl around on the floor. She's lying. I chopped up a whole nother section just like what I just showed you there a minute ago. So 2 of them fit into one of these 1-gallon bags. I've pressed almost all the air out of that. I'm going to pop that in the refrigerator. Tomorrow night that'll go into a pan, or at least half of it will. We'll fry it down. It'll just make a really good serving for 2 or 3 people, maybe 3 or 4 people. A bag like that might do a whole dinner for 4 or 5 folks. It's pretty good, and almost no stalk in there, just good green leafy stuff, full of vitamins. Stop preaching for me.
I ain't preaching to you. YouTube video, I'm not preaching to him. He just said I was preaching to him. I'm just talking to him about freaking asparagus straw. It's gonna cause me to go to drink. Can you see this? Right there. That's going in my coffee this morning. You were asking, I'm an alcoholic.
I'm making you an alcoholic.
Yes, you are.
All I wanted to do was show the little tag that showed what kind of.
Oh my gosh, poor Rosie.